Hello everybody, and welcome back to more Minecraft Desync. Not to take us out of when we last left off. The tunnel marches onward. Five. Oh, falling down. Boop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Secondary question. I just need to make sure I don't fall through. So ultimately, this can be filled in. Plus, it helps get rid of some of this dirt that I truly do not need right now. We have some inventory slots. Hey. And grab this. And repeat. Okay. Next stand, do I go one? How much further should I go? Start throwing this down while we're here, because honestly, 2, 3, 4, 5, boop. It would quite literally save me on tons of materials if I just cut it short. But I have to also consider where I'm punching in through. So, catch 22 right there. 3, 4, 5. And drop there. You know what? This will be easier if I do this. It'll be easier if I just walk forward and see how much further I will have to punch through if I do it this way. If I have to create 5 bajillion miles of tunnel, no. At this point, it will be a clean shot straight through. Because I know this route. Loop around. It's all clear. It's all clear. So this tells me I can just go forward with the wood, make a little bridge, and go from there. So we'll leave this here. Hut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blank. All this because I want to make this look good and not just a wall. Okay, then 1, 2, 3. 4. 5. Sure, that works. Okay. I'll just place that there for now. Alright. It's dark out. Let's get under the covers. work through the night. That's what this side's for. That's why we left it alone. So we have a spot to work at. How's everyone been? Good, I hope. I hope so. Because what we need in life is more good in the world. Place. Yeah, I figured I'm going to fix all this. Yeah, that's okay. The only worry we need right now is how far to go and how much of this wall I'm going to clear out. I think we're going to clear out most of it. At least on this side. So you can kind of see what's coming. I think it'll look good. Come on. It's not hard. Ah. The game's having a stroke. Again. I really wonder what causes that minor desynchronization. Because frankly, I don't know what causes that. Start getting this up. Yeah, they can kind of path find, but at least don't make it easy on them. Make them work for make them work to kill me. Goodbye. You're making too much noise, and I hate it. I can't tell if you're creepers or not. I'd rather not have to make that guess. And spend 30 minutes walking. I know this route, and it's a long route to die. 3,000 is no joke. And even with half of it covered in rail, does not make it any easier. Funny enough, I was avoiding, like, I'm not sure if anyone remembers, back when we were building the monolith, that I had avoided making any nether portals, even though I had access to them. I just didn't want to set up too much in the nether yet, until my hand was forced after the upteenth death. That actually caused me to lose my mind, because trying to record an episode and having to spend 20 minutes of that walking. No, 40 minutes of that walking because I died. And then I get back and then die again. That caused me to snap in some way and say, the hell with it, we are actually building nether portals now. Good job. Because I really didn't want to do that. For Alpha, I really didn't want to focus on the nether. Oh, here it comes. Alright, at least we're covered. Not safe, but covered. This silly little hole. Need that still. Goodbye, chicken. I'm tired of listening to you. Alright, how far is each? I know you're right here. Alright, how far? Some of your is not actually that bad. This actually really isn't that bad. I could make it worse by taking off the third layer, but I think I can just... I think I'll be fine with just the two. It just needs... We'll see. Maybe I will cut it. I don't know. At least get the first two layers gone. Then we can decide if it really needs that final third layer touch. And then I can kind of put something out in this little courtyard-ish area. Because this is actually a pretty flat spot. All things be told. I also need to figure out where to put the booster. I already know that this thing is way too long for just the kickstart booster at the main line. I know I'm gonna need a kick. Yeah, this is fine. And we'll just do a little this. Move this out a bit. Sure. And yeah, that works. Cool. Now we got this all yanked out. I think we will pull some of this back. It's gonna look beautiful. That's all that matters, really. In here, just throw in some dirt here. Yeah, that works. Alright. So this side is done, or at least this dirt half is done. We rip out this, and we can replace the stone with grass. Oh, spice that up some more. Just really make this like a not so run down part of the station. Or not station, this is really a station. But definitely some of the tasks to complete. Or at least, not really tasks, but things to do over time is fill out these cursed locations. We have these locations that are currently spread out by a long shot. We need to actually start building stuff between them. Now, this side actually does have a common trend that we can work with. That being that these are all the capstone. There seems to be there's a dwarven living quarters and then like a dungeon area over that way. So we can actually kind of lean into the dwarf aspect to an extent. So we got all these mountains around us. We got all these kind of locations that are not terrible building spots, just I'm uninspired. But I'm not about to keep trying to make the 15 bajillionth rail line. Because I'm bored. After all, what good is infrastructure if every time you finish building the infrastructure, you migrate away from the infrastructure? Who is this helping? Who is it serving? Because it sure as hell doesn't serve me. Like, I know the updates have stuff in them, so we're kind of forced to explore outward to actually go interact with the new stuff, but I don't even know what this update even added. I keep trying to find these blue flowers that supposedly exist for blue dye, but I can't find any. Like, I think that's been a constant here. Last 3 updates for Secret Sanity, I'm like, where are these cyan flowers? So I can get some blue dye. You got most other dyes. So how do I get the blue one? How do I get... Actually, I don't even think I know how to get brown either. So fixated on blue because I at least use blue. Yeah, that's something we absolutely have to do. We've got to put stuff here. Statues, random obsidian dongers, anything. Just liven these areas up. Or at least prove that this infrastructure has been worth the amount of iron it consumes every single time. Because I can't build with, like... I can't build with iron blocks because I need to save every morsel of iron I acquire to build these things. I don't. There's no helping it because they need to be built like that. I need iron to make track. The alternative is I spend an unknown amount of time trying to learn how to make boat tracks. There is an alternative way. It's slightly faster than minecart, but it's a lot more of a pain to set up. And it requires boats. Boats, water, and some serious patience to set up. Really, 2x2 glass ceiling, water source. It'd be basically like water source here. They'd flow forward, drop, and then up, and then space, then source, flow, sine, source, flow, sine, source, flow, sine, and it achieves the same result. Problem is you can't turn, but if you look at what I've done, I don't think turning is something I do. I hate how diagonal tracks operate. They break. I don't know how to build with them, so I don't. But with that aspect in mind, that could be... If I do make another one, I could poke at that. Not that I have much use for it. Nor am I going to rip out all my tracks to make a boat system. And like we can abuse the fact that boats float upward to make like automatic automatic boat dispensers. Kind of like how we tried to do with the roof for the mine shaft, and I couldn't mine shaft for the rail station. I couldn't quite figure out how to get that to work. So that's kind of why it was built the way it is, where I kind of improvise my launching because I couldn't figure out how to do what I needed to do without pistons or really any other of the modern Minecraft features. I got lost. And I'll admit it. I am not a redstoner. And I've tried to track down some tutorials. Problem is, when you look up minecart dispenser these days, it's not helpful because what I need only works from 15 years ago. Which leaves limited success options on that front. So I either get good and figure it out, or I just work around the problem. Which is fine. We have a system that kinda works, and it's gets me to and fro. It's just a little goofy. And that's okay. I am not a redstoner. And I don't think I ever will be. The most redstone I can do is anything involving T flip-flops for the hidden minecart door with T flip-flops. And even then, there's probably like 15 better ways to do it these days. Because I'm just... I am ancient and I don't interact with that side of Minecraft. Ever. I'm trying to think when the last time I, like, truly interacted with anything redstone-y. Like, I know comparators exist. I couldn't tell you what they do. Apparently they make for better clocks. Couldn't tell you how to make it work. Hand me 2 repeaters in a circle. And I'll call that a clock. I don't... I know daylight sensors exist. And I know how they work. And you can invert them to make basically make it a moonlight sensor instead. And yeah, it's cool. But how I like the light is I want it always to be lit, and moonlight sensors kind of limit that capability to an extent. That's not a bad thing. Lighting has always been a visible thing for me, so that's why when it comes down to trying to make a system that's see in the dark, always take as many torches as you're willing to shove in your inventory on at this very moment, and then place. Like out here, we need to light this up. But that's my kind of potted history with trying to understand any of the modern stuff. I hope you all enjoyed watching, and we will see you all on the next episode of Minecraft Desync. Not the Secret Saturday edition. Bye-bye!